Sindhu. Getting in some more breaking news right now, shifting focus to the other big story coming in from Kerala. In the Ayyappa Swami temple gold theft case, 4.5 kilogram of gold that was stolen from the Ayyappa Swami temple, which was allegedly sold in Ballari. The SIT, in fact, has launched an intensive search and questioned Rodham owners, that's the jewelers who have now been questioned. Govardhan, who claimed, who bought about 470 grams from Unni Krishnan. We're going to just try and explain who are these characters who are basically involved in it. The SIT, which has basically been appointed by the Kerala High Court, is largely looking into the allegations of misappropriation of the gold-plated copper molds covering the stone carvings and the sculptures at the Sabrimala Ayyappa temple. And they have taken the prime accused, that is Unni Krishnan Potti, to Bangalore as part of the ongoing evidence collection process. Republic Kannada has got the big breaking news coming in. Some details with regards to the gold recovery that has been done and the understanding that about 4.5 kilogram of gold was essentially stolen and sold in Ballari. Our executive editor, Niranjan, is joining us on the phone line. Niranjan, walk us through the details that you're picking up. It's quite a big breakthrough coming in that the gold was actually sold off.
Shravan, what happened here is extremely interesting because we know that in Sabarimala there was a gold theft. The doors of the temple were sent for refurbishment, and the scandal has reached Karnataka now because we hear that one of the priests who was involved in this entire case sold off, because the whole controversy is such. To just simplify it for our viewers, Sabarimala gold on the temple doors was stolen during refurbishment, and this was discovered much later during an audit when they saw that the weight of the temple door had suddenly decreased by several kilograms, almost 5 kilograms, and then they went after the person who was responsible for it, Unni Krishnan Potti, and the investigation has led them to Karnataka. Now in Karnataka, a team that was conducting a search believes that this gold that went missing, nearly 4.5 kilograms, was allegedly sold in Ballari, Karnataka. Now it's interesting that gold from Kerala was smuggled to Karnataka and then sold in Karnataka. This is in Ballari district in Karnataka. We were told that the SIT during its investigation has also questioned a jeweler called Roddam Jewelers. Roddam Jewelers and its owner by the name of Govardhan has also reportedly admitted buying around 0.5 kilogram of gold from Unni Krishnan Potti, the man who is under scanner in the Sabarimala gold theft case. Now he claims that he was unaware, the jeweler that is, claims he was unaware that it was temple gold in the first place. The investigation has reached Karnataka. By the way, the SIT from Kerala is in Bengaluru, and they have also conducted a search at priest Unni Krishnan. That's the name of the priest who allegedly sold a part of that gold to a jeweler based in Ballari, Karnataka. 0.5 kilogram of gold, and his residence is in Bengaluru. And raids have been ongoing since this morning. The Kerala SIT team is raiding the house of this priest in Bengaluru. They're looking at cash, gold ornaments, property documents found in the house as part of the investigation. Shravan, what is also interesting is that, the gold was stolen during the refurbishment and it was over 30 kilograms of gold on the temple door, gold plating. And they discovered later that the weight had drastically reduced and 5 to 6 kilograms of gold was stolen. And that gold has now found its way to Karnataka. And people, sadly, it's priests and people who are involved in the temple and the refurbishment process are the ones who will let this happen. The focus will also be on whether or not there was a political role in letting this happen. Because gold scam in Kerala, we've covered it for several years now. You two have been a part of that coverage. So I think the story is getting bigger. 1 kilogram of gold. I mean, just to imagine the scale of this theft from one of India's oldest temples, most revered temples, the Sabarimala temple, 5 kilograms of gold stolen, taken to Karnataka and sold off. We know that, 10 grams of gold today is almost 1.2, 1.3 lakh rupees. And, this is a lot of money, a lot of gold, a lot of money. And the players could be much bigger. So we are tracking the story closely. I think we also had a visual. We had a visual. So in the next few minutes, we'll pull that visual out as well of the investigating team in Ballari. There are pictures of the gold that was discovered as well. We should be able to download those pictures and play that out for our viewers in a few minutes. Back to you for now.
Just before I let you go, the arrest that was made of Unnikrishan Potti, he happens to be the assistant to a priest that was appointed by the Travancore Devaswom Board. This has also taken a political turn in the state of Kerala. Just help us understand, are there any political links that are emerging from the investigation that has been carried out so far?
That's what the BJP has been alleging, in the state of Kerala. They've been protesting at the doors of the assembly, the Karnataka assembly, claiming that there is a political link, and then there is political clout that allows this to happen, and that there was political interference in the running of the temple, in the administration of the temple. So these are some of the allegations being made, and that is why they claim that the left government is answerable. A few people have been suspended, some have been arrested, but the whole focus is now on whether or not there was any political link. Now, there is this person, what we know so far is that Unnikrishan Potti is a Bengaluru-based businessman, and primarily that is why the investigation moved to Bengaluru. And he took up the sponsorship. He called it sponsorship to coat the layers of what you call the Dwarapalaka, sculptures with gold. And then when he was reportedly close to officials and priests at the Sabarimala temple to ensure that he had complete freedom in Sabrimala. So clearly there was some sort of association, some sort of collaboration and conspiracy between him and the priest there, the administration there. He also reportedly gave special darshan facilities to several industrialists, politicians, and made several illegal interventions many times in the past. So this is very interesting. So we're keeping a close watch. Directly, there is no political interference or political name coming out. But what we know is that 42 kilograms of gold brought down to 38. And there is always, when a tender is given, for example, in this particular case, tender for refurbishment of the gold doors, the tender is never, of course, we know that there is always a political role behind it. So the left government, certainly under pressure, facing questions of how they never knew any of this had happened. So how is it possible that none of this, they knew any of this had happened? So we're keeping a close watch on it, Shravan.
Well, Niranjan, we're just staying on with some more breaking news now coming in, given to understand that searches are basically being carried out at the residence of the key accused, Unnikrishan Potti, from Bengaluru. So there is a direct connection here, the Karnataka connection that basically emerges right now.